Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Love Mornings, a daily practice, 9 a.m. Pacific time, to connect, to have a little community wake up reminder of who you are at your best. Maybe it's not a wake up, maybe where you are. This is noon or evening, or our friend in Malaysia, midnight. You could be watching this on a recording, in which case it is love time whenever this is your now moment in the future. If you're watching this recording, I urge you to just leave a comment. Say hello, or good morning, or good day. Where are you physically? Hi, I'm in Malaysia. Sending you hellos from Madagascar, wherever you are. I'm in San Diego. I'm going to use all the syllables, just in case you guys don't know where San Diego is. I'm in San Diego, California. It is a glorious overcast morning. You can hear the bird songs outside. No chainsaw today. That's my first gratitude. A morning without chainsaw. Yeah! And I encourage everyone to say hello in a comment. Where are you? So what are you grateful for? Hopefully, the answer of who you want to be today is an open-hearted and connecting person. One of those who is an example to others. That is what we're trying to do here, is trying to remind each other of like-minded, like-hearted people around the world, so that as we go through the world, or as we look through media, and we might be tempted to feel closed off and separate, that we go, no, 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 we are all connected. And sometimes we need to be the catalyst that says, good morning. And to you I say, good morning. Hello, Ryan. Good morning to you from the 414. Feeling that love. Where's the 414? It sure is lyrical. I'm not sure where it is, but sending you back love from the 619. Hello, Penny. Hello to you in northern France. Penny, if you want to send the link or share the link to your vlog, very cool video blog of your adventures. If you want to know what southern France means, living on a boat, it was very cool to see your depiction of it, and I really impressed how you are recording that and editing it. Nice job. Hello, Suzanne in Omaha. Yeah, Suzanne is caught up on her Pink Path work and ready for tomorrow night. Awesome. I'm so excited by the energy and depth that we have jumped into so quickly with the Pink Path group. I've got I'll touch on it in a moment, something that's on my mind about growth and love and but yeah, it is amazing what community and containers can do. It's been a big thing in my brain lately as I've been thinking about the container of the Pink Heart Camp and the container of Pink Path, and this container and the gratitude container, like all of these little, micro communities where when you feel safe and you belong and you recognize that, oh, I will be accepted for the truth, and you can stop trying to pretend, or not. It's not even like a conscious pretending. We just have these deep pressures to do what we think we're supposed to do. I know that I struggle with the need to be liked, and sometimes that affects the way that I behave in trying to control other people's reactions. It's a trap. You're like, oh, I will be liked if I present the thing that people want, or if I say the thing, or if I could just control people's reaction. But then they are building a relationship with to a falsehood, to a fictional version of yourself, and that's not a relationship at all. That is a fragile, unfulfilling thing. So taking the risk of being liked or disliked for your truth is priceless. Good morning, Faith. Oh, let me do this. This is my brother. He's awesome. So let me just say, hey, Jim, I'm doing Love Morning and you're on speaker. Can you hear me? Oh, pocket dial from my brother. Oh, well, I am so grateful for my brother. He is my favorite person, or one of my favorite people. And even a pocket dial, even a phone call from his nether regions makes me feel better and happier. So maybe I'll contact him later. Good morning, Faith. Hello to you. Grateful for a slow Sunday morning. Here, here. Cheers to that. I'll drink coffee to that. Cheers. Milwaukee is the 414. Thank you, Ryan. Well, hello to you in Milwaukee. Good morning, Dan. Yeah. Both of us celebrating a glorious chainsaw-free morning. That's a good omen. Let's keep this momentum up. Glorious all day long with chainsaw-free. Connected, Dan. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Amy. Ooh, your brother is there in Oakeyland to negotiate contracts for the working man. You get to have dinner with him tonight. Sweet. Grateful for him and his passion for social justice. Ooh. Beautiful, Amy. Glad to see you. I love you. Good morning. And Billy's here too. Hello in Tennessee. Grateful for a community of like-minded, heart-minded people. Showing up as a love magnet and sending all of us much love. Yay! Thank you, Billy. Appreciated and so much love for you. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Amber, I want to be me today from Hillcrest. Yeah! Nothing more beautiful than being you. Thank you, Amber. Wonderful to see you. I love you. And hello to you, Emilio. Good day to you. Happy Sunday. Lots of love for you, Emilio. Welcome to this Sunday. And Etoile, hello to you. Grateful for a daughter's visit and a glorious, quiet, peaceful morning. Ah, how delightful to have a daughter's visit. You know, since you mentioned social justice, Amy, I just want to touch on something that I'm putting my thoughts together for tomorrow's live Belief Buffet afternoon broadcast. And that is, I think the title is going to be Utilizing Your Council of Voices. And I'll just touch on, so what happened, I blocked somebody last night, somebody who was a regular in these mornings. It's someone who I've blocked several times in the past, and they have a very intense focus on the corruption in our world and into realms that I consider to be conspiracy theory. Vast economic generational conspiracies, the poisoning through the air and the water, and I've repeatedly said that I honor that we have different perspectives on this, and I repeatedly push back and say I don't want to be revisiting this topic every time we communicate, and so I politely asked in a comment. I said she shared gratitude recently and shared I'm grateful for rights even though they're being stripped away from this corrupt government, and we're going to an Orwellian level, and I kind of really got like a valid perspective for someone to have, perhaps. But that's this. I was like, this is not the format of the venue for it. I go, could we keep this venue simply for gratitude? I thought that was a way to politely ask for what I expect in my backyard, my digital backyard, and she responded with I considered rudeness and attacks about my unwillingness to do my part in the war that we are fighting. And I blocked her. I didn't respond. I just said, I don't like the way this feels. I don't think this is the time and place. This is my thoughts. I'm not explaining this. I just blocked her. And it doesn't feel good for me to do that, but it's it's a part of a self-care thing, I think. Um, and the Council of Voices comes in where I feel like a way that you can deal with, if you constantly have feelings, whether it's like pressure about political things or monetary things or whatever, like the voice that you can say, I hear you. I agree to have a meeting with you once a week or once a month, and that way, like once a month, I will say, hey, am I should I be doing more to investigate and inform and educate people about reptilian races taking over our planet? And I go, I hear this voice. No, I'm saying we've had our meeting. The answer for one more month is no. I'm not going to do anything else. And that way, when it comes poking in, or a friend starts to go, hey, look, I've already made my decision for this month. So I'm gonna probably, and I think that works in many realms. I have that for certain voices from my childhood, like certain parental voices or pressures, or and some of the voices you can give like some of the voices are my dad. Some of the voices are like a little dragon. Some of the voices, and they're well-meaning. They're trying to protect you. They're trying to help you in some way. But when you realize that you have a council of voices, and some of these old voices are no longer the experts. You now have years of experience, and you've learned from people who are way more worldly than these childhood voices or whatever. You can go, I hear you, and I'm going to listen to the rest of my counsel, including my personal experiences, and from this counsel, I'm going to make my decision. Because what happens is we think these voices, we think it's us, and then we have this conflict, or we feel like we don't realize that it is simply a voice in a council of voices. Hopefully that made some sense. If not, I'm gonna block you. Just kidding. No. I'm pretty slow to block. It takes rudeness, really, not differences of opinion. All right. Welcome, Becca. Yay! So many pink people in this beautiful Sunday morning. Hello and happy Sunday to you. Good morning, I love you. Oh, Wade is here. Fantastic. I'm glad you're a part of all this, love, Wade. Good morning. Happy Sunday. And Beverly. Is that really how you spell your name? That's fantastic. Beverly. Love it. Beverly, I have opinions way outside of the main flow of ideas, so I'm struggling a bit to be honest about my feelings because they fall on deaf ears. Ooh, I have probably a lot to say about that. Is it... Whew. Well, first of all, let me say, Beverly, I love you. Happy Sunday. Good morning. I think that there is a real danger in expecting or believing or thinking that you have a job to educate other people, especially when what you're saying is falling on deaf ears. I think that all we can do is speak our truth, and if it doesn't resonate with people, sometimes that's as far as our responsibility goes, because sometimes it means we are not resonating accurately. Many people in history have forced their thoughts, opinions, and beliefs on people because they believed that they were true, and it did not make the world a better place. So I think, I don't know the details. I mean, we're in a situation right now, where ideas around, science and authority and, mask wearing and COVID, there's so much division that I think a lot of people are feeling similar things to you in different ways, maybe different topics. And it's really difficult. How do you live with the voices that are saying you need to do more, or that person, you need to change that person? I don't know. I know, for me, it's finding a balance and realizing what benefit versus what cost, and what level of conflict is productive as opposed to compassion. When does logic work? When does inspiration work? You know, this is a longer topic, but I wish you compassion and peace of mind. Thank you, Beverly, for sharing. Good morning, Becca. I love you, Becca. Hopefully you're doing okay or even fantastic. Sometimes the weeks throw us and toss us around and turn us around, and sometimes that's exactly what we need. Good morning, Paul. Paul is here. Paul is an absolutely fantastic human being. I was so lucky to spend time with him last weekend. I've known Paul since 4th grade, and he just gets better and better. What an awesome guy. I love you, Paul. Happy Sunday. By the way, I spoke with both Scott and Alan on the phone yesterday. That's all I'll say about that. Suzanne saying the space is what I make of it, and this is actually all tied in. I think now that I think about it, to the morning affirmation that I've talked about, which is that I don't have to be liked by everyone, and that sometimes I feel this real need to make people understand. Like if they're mad at me, I want them to understand. I want to calm them down. I want to get them back to a place of peace. Like this person who I've now, this is my 3rd time blocking them. In the past, I really spent energy trying to find peace with them. And I've learned to find peace with them not liking me or being angry at me. And if my offspring are enslaved by reptilian overlords because I didn't do enough, I'm at peace with that too. Oh, good morning, Angela. 2 days in a row of live stream. We get presents. We get yummy coffee if we want it. And we get all the love that we can handle. Boom. Good morning, Angela. You got a newly transitioned outdoor cat. When I first read that, I thought that it was a gender transition, but now I see what you mean. Indoor-outdoor cat came home. Interesting enough, we are dealing with that here. Captain Flint was an indoor-outdoor cat, got in kind of a scuffle a month or so ago, and scared Becca a little bit, so we've been keeping him indoors after he's healed from his injury. But he's learned how to open the screen door lock, so I've been like putting a clamp on the lock so he can't undo it. So then he's been like, he basically ripped up the mesh, the screen, and I'm like, actually I expressed that myself in a less cool way yesterday. I was frustrated because I know it's a hassle or expensive to change those, but so it's not like well, how do you? So I let him out this morning before Becca woke up. Don't tell Becca. I'm just kidding. I'll tell Becca. I'm not going to keep that. She has been letting him out as well. I didn't, just to clarify, I did not like sabotage Becca. That was the first time I let him out where she has been soft at times. I can't believe I'm throwing her under the bus here. My apologies. Suzanne learned long ago that I am not the jackass whisperer. See, that's good. I sometimes do identify in that way. It's only been in the last few years as I've met more and more people and kind of learned that not only do people have profound traumas and patterns, but there are some people that have significant like mental health issues, and my skills at asshole whispering, or you said jackass whispering, do not work if people are not anchored to the same reality as me, or if their trauma is so deep that they are seeing something in me that is, totally alien to my actual behaviors. I try not to dismiss it though, because I do think there can be lessons in people's anger and judgment. I can certainly get caught up in my own perspectives. This recent issue with someone accusing me of not protecting people within Pink Heart, I'm like, I don't. That could be possible, and there have been times in the past when I think I took a complaint more casually than I should have, or could have, or could have made someone, given some more attention and honored their complaint. And so I want to learn from these things without just throwing away my own perspective and feelings and just going, okay, you are now the authority, tell me what I've done wrong. It's a council of voices. And if you missed me talking about council of voices, tune in tomorrow for the Live Hug Nation, and I'm going to try to explain my theory on the council of voices. Good morning, Christina. Been seeing your posts lately. Seems like you're going through a lot, and in a wonderful way. So happy Sunday. I love you. Happy morning to you, Isaac. Good morning to you on the East. Or actually, good midday. I love you. I'm so glad you're here. If you are just joining us, you have not said hello yet, please leave a comment so I can know that you're here. We can all know that you're here and you are a fellow amazing person, and we can go through our days with this knowledge of fellow open-hearted, beautiful people. So as we might get distracted by social media or a grumpy neighbor, that we know those are the outliers, that we are surrounded by family. And sometimes family just needs someone to be the first to say, hello, good morning. I've been thinking about that a lot lately with this conflict that I'm having with someone who was a former campmate, because I felt defensive at times. And as I've been, attacked and I'm like, oh, is this the kind of energetic flow that happens when family members become estranged? Where, one person gets triggered, they attack, and the other person now is now on the defensive. They get triggered, and now you're both like, well, screw you, and now so I'm like, can I avoid this tendency to want to say, fuck you, dude, I don't need this? Or is that acceptable? Are we at a level of family where I should put the effort in to chase this person and make sure that whatever we have some semblance of connection, or should I practice self-care and say, this is not the way I want to be treated, and therefore I cut you out? And I think that's the same dilemma that people have in families too. Do you find a shallow common ground where you can have some relationship with family if it's a person that you have issue with? Or do you say there is no acceptable level of connection, so I am going to cut this out of my life, even though we do have, genetic ties or other ties? Oh yes, Beverly's saying today is Lionsgate manifesting potential, or Lionsgate. Now that is not a huge part of my belief system, but I have heard people speaking about it. I guess this is a time to really put into the ether, into your visioning and manifesting new ideas and new possibilities. Ooh, Paul Linder's here too. Paul is grateful for having standards and sticking by them. Boom! Paul, I actually saw Dimitri yesterday, and we shared some kind words about you, in case your ears or other parts of you were tingling. I visited, another thing I'm grateful for, I got to visit Dimitri, and I played chess with his boy, Diego. I had not played chess in a long time, so I was really looking forward to playing with a child who had just learned how to play, and I barely beat him. I tried my hardest, and it came down to we each had just a few pieces left before he finally. He actually didn't. I didn't beat him. He surrendered so that we could go swimming. But I'll take that as a win. It was awesome to know a child as a baby and then play chess with them. It was great. Grateful for serendipitously finding my others. Yes. You know, I have been one of the early profound lessons of my life was the internet and Burning Man. Well, actually, no, the Earning Man, the Earning Net. Through the internet, I started sharing more and more authentic truths, and through that, I started to connect with more and more interesting, authentic people. And then those people are the ones who said you should come to Burning Man, and then through that connected more people who are authentic, and then so that the more I shine my particular vibration wavelength into the internet and to the world, the more I'm connected to people who share that vibration, or whatever terminology makes sense. And the more, if I can create a community or a space, then the more that vibration is what people are attracted to, and so it becomes kind of the expectation is in that realm, and it's a really powerful thing to find your others. I think that's as frustrated as we can get with the internet. My friend reminded me of this. We had an internet company for a number of years, and we both used to be quite idealistic about the internet. And he reminded me, he says, hey, look, the internet still has, when you are a gay teen in a small town, the internet is what allows you to find others, and so that you realize you're not alone. And substitute gay teen for any type of weirdness or outsider, and the internet allows you to find your others. Now, then the algorithms take that and manipulate you, but that's another part of the story. Good morning, Stella. Happy Sunday. I love you. Love and light to you as well. Good morning, Heidi. Gonna take a morning jog later. Good for you. While you're in nature, even better. Speaking of which, the birds are singing gloriously outside. I'm going to use gloriously as much as possible. Uh-oh, she started peeing in my living room carpet. I hope that's talking about an animal and not an ant or something else. I will send your love to Becca as well. I mean, absolutely. Faith saying, in real life, people would not behave that way. They would not push a conversation on someone. It would be super awkward. That's that's a great point. And actually, that's also related to a conversation that I've been having lately about how people actually have very different internal tolerance or awareness of what is awkward in conversation. Talking with a friend yesterday who has become recently very aware that his perhaps even neurodiversity makes it so he is far more direct and far less aware of the nuanced perspectives of, say, awkwardness in a conversation or expectations that are unsaid. And I know that, between me and people that are close to me in my life, we have realized that we do have these differences. So I've had to learn that, this is not rudeness. This is a very different perception or awareness of the tension or tone in the room. And I think I'm hyper aware. To the point that maybe I'm even projecting tension or discomfort on from other people when I if I'm in a crowded restaurant, I get really anxious about taking too much time to order. Because I'm projecting this time urgency onto my server. And perhaps that it doesn't exist. Perhaps I am robbing them of this human interaction, and the joy of their job could be these conversations that happen when they do get to each table. And, that the reason why they're rushing is so that they can give time to each person. I don't know, but I feel this tension, and other people that I am out with frequently do not feel that and have no problem striking up a conversation in a busy restaurant. Good morning, everyone. If you are here, thanks for your patience, and I hope I get a chance to say hello to you. If you leave a comment where you're from, something you're grateful for, we can learn a little bit about you and send you love vibes and know that we are part of this connected family. Good morning, Anna! Or good moanin'. Even better. That's my good moanin'. I love you. Glad you're here. Happy Sunday. See you this afternoon, Isaac. Thank you, Michael. I've got my glorious flat light from the window on an overcast day. Good to see you, Michael. I love you. So stoked that you are doing your dedicated broadcasts, and I know I have been poor at responding and doing it, but Michael and I are going to do a collaboration. I'm going to be on his show at some point in the future. Good thing you're patient. Some relationships have a certain shelf life, he reminds us. Yes. Yeah, I guess that's good to remember. Hello, Gordon. Good morning to you. I love you. Happy Sunday. And Carmita! What a joy to see you. Hello to you. Are you still in Florida? Lots of love to you and appreciation. Thank you for being a part of my morning and our morning. Jason's here. Oh man, Jason, you know, this will sound somewhat, I don't know if you're still here, but this will sound almost weak even saying this out loud probably, but I thought of you 2 days ago. I've had some rough times this week. I've had a few things that have been difficult for me. And I thought, like, you know what, I should just reach out to a friend and just vent. And I thought, you know who could handle it and hold space for me? Jason. Jason would be a good person to call and just say, can you just listen for a few minutes? Now, I didn't call you, but your friendship was helpful even in the knowledge that I could. And I hope that comes across like it should, because I love you. Thank you, Charlene. Hello to you in Victoria, British Columbia. Man, the more people I know in British Columbia and the more I see pictures from there, the more that is rising in my list of places that I want to go. It looks so beautiful. I think it has a lot of the nature aspects that charge me. Shelly Joe's here! Yay! Hello to you in Montana. Happy Sunday. What a treat to see you. I love you. Oh, I'm glad that the talk and vibe came through beautifully today. Thank you, Painey, and thank you, Faith. Suzanne, today is the 13-year anniversary of your correct mental health diagnosis. Wow, what a great thing to celebrate. Bravo. Bravo. You know, as I participated in a memorial last weekend, and if you saw, I made a video about this aspect of like, I think it's so critical that we talk about things like that, you know, talk about mental health struggles and substance use struggles. I know that I sometimes have fear that if I confess these things that I will lose, you know, respect from people. And so in that, it is in that very area of mental struggle that keeps people in secrecy, that gets people into places where, you know, tragedy happens. And so the more people we know that are beautiful, functioning, awesome, incredible people that are dealing with these things, you know, maybe for periods of time, maybe their entire life, it allows us to share our truth, and the burden that is relieved when we can speak our truth. The burden is relieved when we realize that we're not alone, that we are not the soul failures, or the you know, and even failure. I used that word in the video, but someone kind of said, "Yeah, failure is not that big a deal." You're like, you're right. A life avoiding failure is a life avoiding triumph. So, how do we join the Monday Zoom? Well, so the I do a Monday talk here in my Facebook live at 1 o'clock Pacific time, and then I put the recording onto the Hug Nation YouTube channel. There's also a daily Zoom in a gratitude circle, which is at zoom.hugnation.com. How come I got no? Oh wow. I'm a little bit behind. Sorry if you've been here and I did not said hello to you yet. My apologies. Hello, Hippolito. Good morning to you. Lots of love for you. Even though I only have a little bit of pink in my hair, I still feel like big pink. So thank you. Angela saying, some people come into our lives for a minute, some stay forever. Yes. What's that? Some for a minute, some for a moment, some for a lifetime? No. What was it? It's a moment, or a season, a moment, a second, a season, a night of crazy, sweaty passion, something like that. Thank you, Jason. Hello, Lorianne. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Again, I'm in San Diego, California, where it is a lovely overcast day. Yay, Moira. Hello. Grateful for life, work, and coffee. I will cheers that with my massive coffee cup. It'd be interesting to plot the energy levels of these love mornings on which days I have coffee and which days I don't. Some days love morning is a beautiful... No, I think I always am present. Just a little extra pep some days. Cool. Thank you for sharing your link, Painty. And if anybody else has a link to something artistic that they are a part of, that they would like to share with people here, I invite you to share it as a comment. That would be wonderful. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Painty. Hello, Michelle. Good morning. Lots of love to you. So nice to have you as a part of my regular life recently. A life avoiding failure is a life avoiding triumph. I'm going to copy paste that. That's actually makes sense. I recently did a search on my name and I saw a few things that people quoted me, and I'm like, I should keep track of these. I should make Instagram graphics out of some of these. Occasionally I say something that's pretty good. All right. Brent is poolside in Florida. Fantastic, Brent. Well, hello to you and lots of love. Thanks for being a part of this morning once again. Always a treat. Extra Peppy Present. Well, that's good. That is a good band. All right, we're the Extra Peppy Present. Thanks for opening Depressed Past. Well, thank you everyone for being here. It is Sunday. I do enjoy Sundays. I love Mondays too, because Mondays is when I do my broadcast at 1 o'clock. As I said, I'm going to talk about the Council of Voices. And thanks everyone for being a part of this gathering of energy. I haven't mentioned as much today because I've been all over the place, but the main intention of the Love Morning, which we're now on, in month 5, I think, of doing it every day, is to be reminded of the people in our neighborhood, and that as we go through the world, we spread a wake of ripples, and those ripples affect everything and everything we do. Some people is like, oh, I just want to make a difference in the world. Well, guess what? You are making a difference in the world in a tiny way in everything you do. You can't help it. So why not make that difference intentional? And so if you are not intentional, then your vibrations, your wake, your energy that you put into the world is influenced by maybe the social media that you read in the morning, maybe by an article that puts you in a bad mood, maybe by your frustrations or stress, or maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but that can happen to me. I can start my day, if I am not actively choosing how I want to be, I can become reactive, and it's not always the person that I want to be. So this practice is an active cultivation of open-heartedness and heart-centeredness and love, so that as we go through the day and encounter our neighbors and say good morning and greet them with kind eyes and a smile, the people behind the counter, people that you might see also online, the people that you might see in your house or anywhere, that you can be giving them, as Thich Nhat Hanh said, that you can give them a flower metaphorically through your kind eyes and your smile to everyone you meet. And you can create that is your gift. Or at least that is the beginning of the gifts that you give to the world. So thank you for being a collaborator in this grand vibrational gift that we are giving to the world. Thank you for being here, Christopher. Lots of love to you. And to everyone else who has popped in, hello to Angela. And anyone who might see this recording, I love you. Have a beautiful day.